Hey, chain breakers, Lee and Kiari here. So, how many hours of sleep are you getting a night? I would love to know. Put in the comments how many hours of sleep are you getting a night? I'd love to know. We are on the last day of this series, our summertime sanity hacks for your health. And we are ending it on sleep for sanity. Yes, we are. Because we don't understand how imperative getting a good night's sleep is. Yes, we all want it, but do you know why it's so important? I'm going to give you 6 reasons why you need to get a good night's sleep. And I'm going to give you some bonus information on, is too much sleep bad? Can you catch up on sleep? So stay tuned. So if you are brand new to me, again, my name is Leanne Chiari, and I inspire the busy working mama like yourself to reignite your purpose with a fierce mindset, unwavering motivation, and total body movement. And I'm so excited for you to join me today as we talk about sleep for our sanity. And I know I've got some wild hair today, and that's all right. So let's get going. So, like I said, how many hours of sleep are you getting a night? Would love to know. Is it 6? Is it 10? Jealous if it's 10. How many hours of sleep are you getting? Okay. So we all know we need to get a good night's sleep. We hear about it, right? We don't. Everyone says you got to get a good full 8 hours. Do you need 8 hours? Well, we'll talk about that. Okay. But when we don't get enough sleep, we become irritable, cranky. People don't want to be around us, right? We're slow moving, slow thinking, right? We're kind of just like a hot mess. So I'm going to give you 6 benefits of sleep that you may or may not be aware of. So would love to know your input, as I'm talking about this. And, let me know any other benefits. Of course, there's tons of benefits, but I'm narrowing it down to 6. Okay. So, and I know when we know the specifics of why we need sleep or why we need to do something, whatever it is in life, then we're more likely to do it if we know the reason behind. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So, all right. So, first benefit of sleep, it boosts your mood. Boost your mood. Okay. Your brain processes and resets your emotions. Yes, resets your emotions. Your mind needs this recovery time, and that's what happens when we sleep. We have this recovery time, this reset, and if we cut this. So this is a recovery process. If we cut this recovery process by not getting enough sleep, well, then we tend to express more negative emotions because we've not reset them. Okay. So that's why we need that full amount of sleep, which I'm going to tell you what am I trying to say? See, I need more sleep. I'm not thinking so. What is recommended? Okay. Do you want to know chronic lack of sleep? It can also increase your chances of having mood disorders. Okay. There was a study that showed people with insomnia were 5 times more likely to develop depression and increases your odds of anxiety and panic attacks. Yeah. So, it's not just insomnia, I can't sleep. No, it also affects anxiety, panic attacks, depression, all of that. So super, super important. Okay. All right. Number 2 benefit, it sharpens your brain and increases your focus. Sharpens your brain and increases your focus. Okay. So, when you are low on sleep, it's harder for you to recall information, right? You're not able to recall that information. And, your brain is also not able to take on more information when you are tired. So, this was devastating to hear that a little bit because did anyone, in their high school, college days, like pull all-nighters? Yeah, I actually did it quite a bit. More times than I'd like to admit. But yeah, so sad to say it was probably a waste of time. So there you go. but we just are not able to hold on to information. So sorry if you spent a lot of nights staying up all night for those all-nighters. Okay. All right. Number three benefit: healthier heart. Okay. Healthier heart. Well, how does sleep help our heart? Well, when we sleep, our blood pressure drops. So that means there's less pressure on the arteries, veins, all of that. And so that lowers that pressure, right? And so if we are up longer than we need to be, then that pressure is higher, right? It stays higher for a longer period of time in that 24-hour cycle, right? 24-hour day. So we need to sleep so that our heart can rest. Because the one of the things that just baffles me, I mean, in a good way, it's just amazing, and just reminds me how wonderfully we are made by our creator, is that our heart never stops, like our entire life, like years. Like, can you imagine going on and on and on for years without rest? Well, that's our heart. So be good to your heart and get that sleep. Okay, make sleep a priority. And also, when you do have that higher blood pressure, you know longer throughout that 24-hour cycle that day, then you're also more prone to heart disease, that type of thing. Okay. All right. Number 4 benefit of sleep: immunity efficiency. Okay. So our immune system, we know it, like, seeks out and destroys harmful viruses and bacteria, right? But a chronic lack of sleep can change the way our immune cells work. Okay. They may not attack as quickly, as efficiently, and you may actually get sick more often. And it's part and due to that lack of sleep and how it affects our immune system. Okay. So get your sleep. Okay. Everything gets rebooted when we sleep. Okay. That's something I want you to take away. Everything gets rebooted when we sleep. Okay. So number 5, leveling of blood sugars. And if y'all have followed me at all, I'm have talked about time and time again about how sugar is like the devil. It is the root cause of so many chronic diseases, if not all chronic diseases, um, and just has such negative effects on our body. Okay, but during that deep sleep, our glucose levels drop. So the sugar in our blood, drops in our sleep. Okay, if we don't get enough time in this deep sleep, then that blood sugar stays up higher, longer. Okay, that same thing in that 24-hour period. Okay, and over time, our body has a harder time responding to our cells' needs, how to respond to the sugar influxes, and that's how diabetes gets introduced into our world. Okay. So again, sleep helps. Like, there's so many aspects of it, right? It's so important. So yeah, even affects diabetes. Yeah, affects your on diabetes. All right, and number 6, which maybe, I know a lot of that stuff. It's just like, yeah, but the funny thing is, it's not funny, but the thing is, a lot of all of our chronic diseases and illnesses and all that, we don't see the effects of it until later in life, right? Until the damage has been done. We don't see it. Okay, we don't see it, and so therefore we tend to not take care of it, unfortunately. But maybe this one will grab your attention. Number 6, when you have increased sleep, the proper amount of sleep, it actually reduces your belly fat. Yes. Who wants to reduce their belly fat? Ooh, me. I'm always wanting to reduce my belly fat. Okay. So, because a lack of sleep really messes with our hormones. Okay. Messes with our hormones when we're sleep deprived. And one of them deals with our hunger hormones, which is AKA leptin. Okay. That can get messed up when we have lack of sleep. Okay. And when our hormones are imbalanced and just out of whack, they're sending the wrong signals. Okay. So when we have this lack of sleep, our body tends to actually hold on to body weight. Okay. Holds on to body weight, especially belly fat. For some reason, it loves the belly fat. Okay. And it also, I'm sorry, I just lost my place in my notes. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned. Oh yeah, it also reduces our ability to resist the sugary foods. Okay, so it's so important that we get our sleep because we want to reduce the belly fat. And I'm sure y'all have heard that from so many health coaches. It's like, yeah, get enough sleep and reduce my belly fat. It doesn't happen overnight. It is something that happens over time. All of this happens over time. Okay. So if you haven't been sleeping now for months or years, it's time. Like, let this be your wake up call, but wake up call to go to sleep. Okay. All right. Um, and then, yeah. And also, one thing, when you are tired, not getting enough sleep. Oh, what's happening? I heard something beep. Okay. When you're not getting enough sleep, then you're less likely, y'all know I'm going to say this, less likely to do any exercise the next day because you're so tired, right? Yes, you knew I had to say that because I'm all about the exercise, right? All right. So, what is the amount of sleep that we should have? I know y'all put in the comments how many hours you're sleeping, whether it's 6, 5, 9, but you really want to shoot for 7 to 9 hours. 7 to 9 hours. Everyone's a little different, but 7 to 9 hours. Because bonus, can you sleep too much? I'd be curious. Do y'all think y'all can sleep too much? Well, research has shown that people who sleep longer than 9 hours on the regular, okay, like regularly, consistently, more than 9 hours, which who are you and what do you do? I want to know. Then they tend to have more calcium buildup in their arteries and less flexibility in their arteries due to the calcium buildup. So sleep is good for heart health, but too much sleep is bad for heart health. See how you got to have that, middle ground? So there you go. So no, yeah, when you were teenagers and things like that, yeah, we'd sleep 10 to 12 hours, right? Where our bodies were growing and, we needed that extra rest because again, it's rebooting. Now that we're a little bit older, you don't need 10 to 12 hours of sleep, okay? And if you feel that you do, there's probably some other things going on that we need to address, whether it's your nutrition, your activity level, if there's other things going on, with your hormones or anything like that, then we need to check that out. So I, encourage you to do that. Talk to your healthcare professional if you are just having this low energy and you don't know what it's from. Okay. So that's it. Those are my 6 benefits. There are plenty other benefits of sleep, but there's 6 of them to get you started and to encourage you to get your Z's. Okay. Sleep for your sanity. Like I said, it affects your mood, right? It can cause you to have be a contributing factor with depression and anxiety and panic attacks. So let's get our Z's, y'all. Who here is committed to 7 to 9 hours? Love for you to put in the comments. How many hours are you going to sleep for the next 3 days? Next week. I don't know why I say 3 days. Next week. What are you going to commit to regularly getting? How many hours of sleep are you going to regularly commit to? I would love to know. So hope you enjoyed this series. If you have missed the last other 4 weeks, go back, watch them. They are in this group. And I hope that you're having a fantastic day. And until next time, rise up, break free, and unlock your best life. See you soon.